Morning, folks. This is about the sixth attempt of me sending a little video this morning, and I've deleted every single one because of saying the wrong things. I'm going to be very careful. I mean, and I have a tendency of doing it, so I've got to be careful. So basically, from this morning early, I've been looking at different news reports and so on, because the whole Zimbabwe thing, they got the elections and they started yesterday, and they've taken a feather out of the American election campaign, and they are rigging the crap out of the thing. I mean, they're just destroying it. Half the ballots weren't dropped off, usual thing. The voting stations weren't open, and so they've extended it another day, and you can just see which way it's going. They will not relinquish their power. They're going to make sure they hold on to their power, and they'll keep destroying that country. And then I went to the next news report. The next one was on the BRICS, so I was quite surprised to hear what's happening with BRICS. I mean, that's the Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa amalgamation, if you can call it that. I don't know what the proper term is, but these acts are now, obviously, they want to hoy out the dollar, bring in a new currency. I think they even mentioned throwing the rand out. And India's saying, whoa, slow down, stop the bus, let's get a few extra oaks on board here, let's think about this first, and the rest of them are saying, oh, well, India's slowing us down. Meantime, India's the only one that are actually putting a bit of thought into it and saying, listen, maybe we're going a little bit hasty here. The communist bunch are doing their own thing. But, we're with the communists. And I don't know, nowadays, you don't know which side you'd rather be on. Because we in lead with the communists, and none of us are. Well, some of us are. But you look at America and the UK and the Western world, so-called, they're a mess. They don't know if they're boys or girls. They got this identity sort of crisis where they don't quite know what they're doing. And I don't know if it's just smoke and mirrors, I think. When I worked for Discovery, the motto there was bullshit baffles brains, and this is pretty much what I think they're doing to the standard American or standard westernized person, is to try and confuse the nonsense out of you, and they're doing a very good job of it, because they seem very confused, and the more confused they get, the more they have these flipping suicide killings and all this nonsense, because people are a mess. Their brains, they don't know what they're doing, and they need psychological help, but they're actually taking the ones that are sick, that don't know whether they're men or women. They're taking those sick people and they're making icons out of them. And traditionally you would help those people. If you don't know whether you're a man or a woman, you get help. Well, that's how I believe. That's how it's always been. They called it gender dysphoria. Now I don't know what it is. It's identity politics, I guess. But anyway, this is the subject that got me to delete them all every time. I don't want to insult anyone or hurt anyone, but I just feel it's a bit of a mess, and I don't want to call anyone else's pronouns. I'm happy with him and her, he and she, and that's it. Anyway, besides that, you come back to South Africa and you see the corruption that's going on again here, and the nonsense with Mediclinic, and now Mediclinic's going under. They're crooking the books. They apparently they've been jipping invoices and stuff to make the figures look better, I don't know. And it never stops. I mean, medical expenses are so expensive at the moment. I think we're paying almost 9,000 Rand a month for a medical aid. That's a lot of money every month, and they're still not making ends meet. You go to the doctor, you have a hospital stay, which I've had a couple in the last few years, and you're talking hundreds of thousands of rands. It's not little bits. I mean, I went for an angiogram a while back. That's big bucks. It costs huge money, and these oaks aren't making any money. So I don't know. There's funny stuff going on there as well. But anyway, I got nothing positive to say today. about the news. The positive stuff is away from the news, away from the media, away from everything that's sort of flashed in our faces on a daily basis. The positivity comes from the beautiful weather we're having, the beautiful country we live in, the fact that most of us have got food in our stomachs, and we've got jobs. Not everybody, and we hope that soon everybody will, but having faith gives you a different outlook on things, so you don't just see the doom and gloom. You know that there's a higher power out there that can solve this in an instant. But this has all been predicted, and there's a book that predicts it all. Guess which book that is? Maybe it's time you read it. Anyway, chaps, have a good day.